What's up everyone, welcome to NTWANfc. In today's video we have the new Sunday update here of eFootball, and there's a new Showtime pack, some new content, some new players. And in this one we have Cherki, and we also have a few other. Let's see here who we have. Login bonuses still going on, still 2 more days here for this campaign, and then we're gonna have an update in this midweek update here. Perhaps we're going to have a change in gameplay. Some new campaign for sure will be happening here on Wednesday. So as it is here, this new Showtime pack, Rising Prodigies, with Cherki, sort of the most interesting player of this pack. Also Cubarsi and Joao Neves. Let's have a look at these guys here. Let's start with Cherki. And as I said, he's sort of the most interesting player of this pack. Not the most interesting pack altogether. Classic number 10 Cherki here, 86 rated. The new addition here for Manchester City. He's doing all right so far, starting this season. An okay card, but nothing really exceptional. But he is a new player. Obviously he doesn't have a special card, a Showtime card like this available. Let's see here. Booster 1 is Fantasista. Booster 2, Fantasista is probably going to be a good one. Technique, perhaps passing, ball carrying, all those are going to be good. Striker Instinct probably would be pretty decent also for him. The only drawback I think for this card is the classic number 10. It would be perhaps a little better if he was a whole player. As far as the skills go, he's got a double touch, Marseille turn, soul control, long range curler. He's got the blitz curler, long range shooting, heel trick, through passing, no look pass, and phenomenal pass. So, a pretty decent set of skills, I guess, here for a playmaker. You could give him the flip flap. Of course, he already has double touch and soul control, so that would give him the double touch level 3. Then he probably would need a acrobatic finishing here, and he's got through passing, no look pass. You probably could give him the weighted pass, and perhaps pinpoint crossing could also be something that would be good for him. Overall, I think he has some pretty decent skills here with the blitz curler and phenomenal pass, playing as a playmaker. And he has some pretty decent stat in terms of dribbling and passing. And, he's sort of on the smaller side, so he's going to be pretty agile. Balance stat is pretty high too. He's definitely going to be the main headliner of this pack. And the other guys, they're not going to be all that great. To be honest, I don't think I would recommend anybody doing this pack. So the next one is Cubarsi here, Fortress and Visionary Pass. Now, the thing about him is that you don't really have a lot of very good defender for Barcelona, and perhaps in the Spanish league overall. So, you get an extra defender here with Cubarsi if you are looking for one that could play the Spanish events. 86 rated, build up defender. He's not all that tall, 184 for a defender. So, he sort of doesn't meet the 190 criteria that is going to make a defender very tall and very good in the air. And that is definitely going to be a drawback for him. His first booster rebuilding, second booster, shutdown dueling, and perhaps defending are going to be what you want to give him. The player skills here is get through passing, visionary pass, low lofted pass, man marking, interception, blocker, aerial superiority, sliding tackle, fortress, and fighting spirit. So he's got a lot of the skills that he needs in defense. You probably would want to give him heading because he doesn't have it, and he's got aerial superiority. You definitely want him to be precise with his headers. He's got a lot of passing skills here. As you can see, he doesn't have the weighted pass, and you could definitely give him one touch pass to help him. But other than that, he's got already a lot of passing skills, and he's got that visionary pass. So let's move on now to the last one. Joao Neves, long reach tackle here, box to box player, 86 rated here. And as you can see, you can even get this guy to play as a right back. He's got some very decent stats. We did a review of Player of the Week, Joao Neves, recently in our videos. He is a pretty good player, you know, sort of also on the smaller side in the midfield, but he's very agile. He's pretty much good everywhere, but not exceptional in any category. Let's see here. First booster, bouncer. You know, second booster, this guy is probably a good candidate for a random booster. You know, you could give him anything from ball carrying, passing, fantasista, or some of the defending, dueling. Pretty much anything is going to be good for him, except, of course, the goalkeeping and saving. When it comes to the player skills here, he's got double touch, soul control, one touch pass, through passing, weighted pass, outside curler, track back, interception, long reach tackle, and fighting spirit. So if you give him flip flap, you will get the double touch level 3. You should definitely give him man marking, which he doesn't have. He could probably use sliding tackle and blocker to make his defense a little stronger. And then he has all the passing, you know, through passing, weighted pass, one touch pass. Let's see, long reach tackle. You know, you could probably give him the either the low lofted pass or the pinpoint crossing, depending how you want him to play. But he has a lot of the skills that you need, but definitely the big one would be man marking, so that he doesn't leave whoever is marking in the midfield alone. So that is it for these riding prodigies here. That is the only player pack that has been added here in this list. You still have the Carlos Tevez pack here, David Villa, the player of the week, and that is it. Pretty much all the other ones, they were already there. 2 days left for Carlos Tevez if you wanted to get this guy. I don't think he is really all that worth it. We made a video about this Carlos Tevez card. You know, he's missing a few things. He's got phenomenal pass and momentum dribbling. He doesn't have phenomenal finishing. Then he's a little bit on the smaller size, and he's also a deep lying forward, but he doesn't have very, very high passing stat, despite having phenomenal pass as a skill. So, you know, he's sort of like, he's missing what he needs to be really a good striker, and he doesn't really have what he needs to be a good false nine. So then let's move on to the events that have been added this week in this Sunday update. The AI event, as you can see here, European Club, you can get a 5-star nominee contract, you can get the position token, and 1000 eFootball points. When it comes to the PvP event here, it is the return of unlimited here. As usual, you can get the random skill tokens and 50 eFootball coins. And that is it for this Sunday update here. Not a lot of content once again. But next Wednesday here, we're going to have a major update here, and it's going to be the end of this campaign. It's going to be the start of a new campaign. Hopefully something good is cooking with Konami, and they're going to release a good campaign. I'm hoping that we're going to see the return of the treasure link, and perhaps you know, a promotion here with a campaign that's gonna give us some epic players, and hopefully we're waiting for the top legends that we want to see, the big guys. And we know that this week there is EAFC that is going to be coming out now next week. So Konami has to step their game up if they don't want EAFC to be taking all the market. So let's see what happens this Wednesday, if they're going to release something good that will sort of take the attention away from EAFC toward eFootball. But anyway, guys, that is it for our review of this Sunday update. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like, and I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.
Hit me with that like, and sub to the channel. Hit me with that like, and click the effing bell. Click that bit, alright. The algo recommends, for sure you gon' like. The algo knows you well. Hit me with that like, subscribe to the channel. Hit me with that like, and click the effing bell.